All right, that's a muscle up. And a lot of you are probably wondering how you can start teaching yourself to be able to do one of those. They're one of the most difficult exercises to perform, and they're a step up from a pull-up. But I'm gonna show you the breakdown that you can start to follow so you can start learning how to do one of those monsters. I'm Thomas DeLauer. I'm the lead trainer on SixPackAbs.com, and I'm also the creator of the science-based six-pack program, which teaches you everything you need to know about intermittent fasting. You can see that down in the description below. What I want to do today is I want to break down the muscle up, because I want to teach you the different exercises that you can do to start strengthening yourself so that you can actually do a muscle up. So first off, we have to break down a muscle up. First thing is we actually have the pull-up portion. That's pretty straightforward, right? Okay, I mean, if you know how to do a pull-up, then that's pretty basic. But you have to train yourself to be able to get there first. So one of the things I want you to practice doing is actually just doing a kipling pull-up, which is where you're actually getting a little bit more momentum. Now mind you, this is not the best way to do a pull-up, and it doesn't constitute an actual legit pull-up, but it's gonna help you get your head above the bar. So you wanna focus on getting a little bit of hip movement, and then just getting your pull-up that way, or maybe a partial pull-up, okay? See how I'm getting that little swing? As long as you keep the back controlled. You don't want to be constantly swinging your legs back and forth. You want to keep the back controlled and the core tight. Because to be honest, when you do a muscle up, a lot of it is about momentum. And that power comes at the bottom of your pull-up, not at the top. Because if you look at a muscle up, once I get through the first half of the pull-up, you'll notice that I flip my arms underneath, and a lot of the momentum that's getting me up over the bar is this then transferred over to the triceps. So it's really broken into three portions. The bottom part of the pull-up, okay, then more of a power clean type movement where you're actually kind of forcing down, actually kind of a reverse power clean, and then more of a tricep dip. So watch carefully while I show you the momentum here. See, I get that kipling pull up, get a little swing going, flip, and then press. So it's this portion right there. That's where it's all about momentum. So the best way that you can build that up is actually by doing upright rows. So the first thing we want to do, practice the first part of our pull-up, then the next thing we want to do is upright rows. Let me just grab something really quick and I'll show you. So upright rows, where you're just going to flip, do a simple upright row. But I want you to practice the power clean movement where you would flip it up. And it may seem like that's not actually functional because it's the opposite of what you're doing on a muscle up, but it's still working the same area of the rotator cuff that's going to help you get that flip. See the elbows come high? Just like that. Then lastly, what we have to build up is we have to work on doing dips, okay? Dips are gonna be a very, very important part. We can do those a couple different ways. Okay, a couple different ways that we can modify with dips. We can do them just on a bench, pushing up like this. Okay, that's definitely gonna help you with that tricep push that you need. So you're getting a lot of tricep action. But another thing that I want you to do is try doing a close grip push-up that's elevated so that you can come over your hands a little bit more. So you see a normal push-up will be like this. In this case, I want you to bring your hands closer together and I want you to do your push-up down to about your sternum. So you're gonna go a little bit lower. What this is gonna do is it's gonna simulate being above the bar. It's much more of a motion that is in line with what you do at the top of a muscle up when you push up like this. Okay, the other thing that you can do, and this is a very big one, is take a bench, get yourself underneath the bar, you can step up a little bit higher, and this way you can actually do a practical dip. Okay, so I want you to come down to here, press up. Come down to here, press up. Come down to here, press up, okay? Basically, it's allowing you to do a dip in the right kind of positioning so that you can transfer the motion and get that momentum up. So again, to recap, Focus on the lower part of your pull-up, getting that momentum, getting a little bit of a swing. Focus on your upright rows and your power clean movement, and then focus on your tricep dips. And you don't even attempt these until you've gone through these a few times. I want you to spend the next 4-6 weeks focusing on each individual exercise and getting better at each individual movement before you attempt this, because a lot of this ends up just being flat out logistics. It's kind of the choreography of how you get the leg swing along with the momentum after the pull-up. So get the fundamentals down, get the pull-up, get the rotation, and then get the dip, and you'll be well on your way. So as always, if you want to learn a little bit more about how to break down specific exercises, what you can do to start getting in amazing shape, but honestly, just to learn about how you can start feeling good by feeling accomplished and doing some cool movements like that, make sure you're keeping it locked in here on SixPackAbs.com. See you soon.